Hey boys, welcome back to some more Canberra Raiders career mode, where we're sneaking up the ladder. Couple of suspensions though. We do have Elliot Whitehead out for a couple of games, and I think Jack Wine I think he's gone for three. I think it was 2 or 3 games. So you know, a little bit of our depth is being tested. Although we've got a strong team and a good amount of depth. Obviously, Sam Williams comes into the team. And then the forward pack, what do we do there? Soliola to lock in Tarpany to the back row. I think I had. So we're coming up against our boys, the Manly Seagulls. So we know their ins and outs. We know their structure pretty well. Looks like they've got a pretty strong, pretty much their full strength team that I would have had as well. Couple of different ones, but. Should be a great contest. So yeah, we're coming off a loss. I think we had like three wins back to back. As Brad Parker, what are you doing, mate? Get out of the middle of the field, you fool. I don't know what's doing there, but he just booted us straight over the sideline. That's a real shocker. As off the scrum, a beautiful switch of play. Jared Croker, beautiful ball onto Jordan Rapp, and he is going to streak down the sideline. Beats, I think it was Joel Thompson, the back row, trying to cover, and that's a beautiful scrum set piece. I do love the scrums in this game. Sometimes they're like. You could argue that they're a little bit easy to sort of score tries off, but I think they're balanced fairly well. Like, you can obviously score tries off a scrum, but I just like them because you know it's a stretched defensive line, but you can also just try a few things. You can try a few different plays off the scrum. I like them. I like them quite a bit. As that is terrible defense by us. As Paseka there gets a nice little offload to Daly Cherry Evans, but yeah, obviously with Jack Wine being out, as Ruben Garrick going all so close there, Chansey makes a try saver, as unfortunately Kane Elgee is going to force his way over the try line. We just had a bad little angle on him there, and as soon as I made contact, I knew that he was going to score. Unfortunately, when you get in that little animation, you can't actually you can't change it. So. Bit of a bummer there, but yeah, with one being out, obviously Williams comes into the team. You know, so it's not ideal because both those guys, Caesar and Williams, are both halfbacks primarily. I probably, if it really mattered, you'd probably say Caesar is could be more of a 5'8" than Williams, but it really doesn't matter too much. We do lose some ruggedness in defense and a little bit of X factor with ball in hand, but you know, Williams can come in and do a solid job for a couple of weeks, hopefully. As it was shaping up to be a nice little set play there around the try line, but the big fella, I think it was Horsburgh, getting in the way. He came up with a bit of a poor defensive read, and now a bit of a shocker on the offense. So the big young prop, he's a talented player, but he needs to pull his hand in a little bit. He's cost us a couple of important plays here. As we're approaching the halftime break, we'd love to sneak a try here. It's been an even contest. That's a nice little ball there. Chansey gets a beautiful pass away to Josh Hodgson. How on earth? Who was that? DCE, and who was that? Brendan Elliott, I think, from the. I have no idea. It looked like Elliott, but what a try saver. I don't know how we didn't score. It was beautiful play. As I was trying to go for a field goal, but I don't know what happened. I think I thought I pressed circle, but and then they get in the way of each other. So you know what? Just put the ball up. Ryan Sun, that's a pretty well placed bomb actually, and Jared Croker gets it, but they're gonna hold him up as well. So that is some incredible online defense late in the first half, and I mean that's what we left them with when we stopped the cream mode. Our defense was pretty rock solid, as Nick Kotrick absolutely manhandles his opposing youngster in Ruben Garrick. A nice little battle there on the wing between the two youngsters, but Kotrick absolutely destroys Garrick in that little exchange. But yeah, that was beautiful play. That the run by Nickel Clockstad, and then the little pass in traffic to Hodgson as a high shot there absolutely takes his head off, but it deserved a try, although, you know, defensively they dug in, as somehow that's called forward. Joey Leilua onto Kotrick. I don't know how it was forward, but, you know, a couple of little things not going our way in this game. Hopefully we can sort of put those behind us the back end of this match and try to get through it, because, you know, the frustration can definitely set in. As a nice little offload there to Croker. He absolutely burns Tommy Trebojevic. Oh my goodness, we just sort of feigned to go straight and then just zigged a little bit to the outside, and poor old Turbo Tom was just left clutching at thin air. That was a bit of a muck up there from the flying fullback. As Croker is going to convert his own try to make it 12 points to 6. So, good little hit back, and I feel like we played pretty well this game. It's definitely a game that I think we been the better side. As who is this? Nick Kotrick is going to make a good bit of ground here. Tommy has definitely got the legs on him, but he gets a nice pass to Jared Croker. Offload back to Tarpany. Oh, we lost all momentum, unfortunately. I don't know how. That's always the annoying thing with the offloads in this game. You can never keep... That's like the one thing I really hope whenever the next Rugby League game is, they need to fix the offloads, because the offloads in this game are pretty rubbish. Like, sometimes you can get a nice little offload that hits them. I don't know how. This is a penalty against us. I guess it like clipped the guy in front when we lost it. I don't know, a bit of a tough call, really. But yeah, either the offload is really loopy, but if you get a nice offload, it still stops all momentum. Like, the player receiving is always standing still. It's a huge annoyance, in my opinion. And definitely needs to be fixed, as Havili there making good ground. So I mean, we've had a stack of opportunities the back end of this game. You know, hopefully we can score a try here to really push this lead out. Basically guarantee. Is a nice little kick there. Sammy Williams is going to do it all himself. Brought into the team late notice, filling in for Jack White, and he produces a little clutch moment there. We were winning by 6, but, you know, getting that try. Still, I mean, there was still 6 minutes to go when we scored that, so the Seagulls definitely were in with a shot. But that try just rubs them out of the game, and that is going to be all she wrote, as Soliola absolutely belts poor old Apikoris now taking it to the line. But the Seagulls, they do get a little chance here very late in the piece to potentially score a little consolation try, as Marty to Power going close there for tackle, trying to hold him out. You know, it obviously doesn't matter in the context of the win or loss, but you always want to finish strongly. You want to just take that momentum into next week. As nice rushing defense there. We're going to stop the play, and Adam Finnell-Blake is going to get rolled over there. So a solid win. It was a little bit scrappy in certain places, but it's good to break the loss of last week with an emphatic victory. So hopefully, guys, are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.